Holistically, it's not only about boards for me.
A lot of the people here are people you traditionally look at and say, well, that one is out of my sphere.
There is the program in its strict form, but there is also such a wealth of learning outside of the classroom.
This is not only a course that is dealing with boards, it's also dealing with life, being authentic, being truly who you are and representing it, and then sharing that part of your life with the world, really. It's a very holistic course that has taught me about life lessons, about how to deal even from a family front. I mean, it's very, very holistic, and Strathmore, wow. I cannot say more or enough of what impact you're having on us as we go through the modules for our future.
The first module, which was about the board, about board setup, board dynamics, for me it was outstanding because I had never had this content before, and yet one of the preeminent tasks of my job was to set up and constitute a board for my organization. And so this was really wonderful, and it's because it coincided in timing with me getting the board members on and having my first board meeting. So I was able to take the content from class and just apply it at the first board meeting, and I want to tell you that I shone without ever having convened or having led a board meeting before. So that was really already, the tuition is already catered for.
This women leadership program has a lot of top women leaders. Strathmore has given me a chance to learn from them. It has helped open up areas that I would not have thought of, opened up my mind, and be able to have a sounding board. I have a network now that I can look back and ask questions. So it has been awakening.
If I look at the facilitators we have currently, I've taken a lot as they share their personal stories. You will see they are not afraid to be authentic, to really tell you, yes, it's looking rosy from where you are, but this has been the journey, and this is how I dealt with that journey. And you can see a lot of resilience, a lot of brave conversations happening, and a lot of really takeaways for me. So holistically, it's not only about boards for me.
There is the program in its strict form, the academics, the case studies, the lectures, the conversations, within the classroom. But there is also such a wealth of learning outside of the classroom.
A lot of the people here are people you traditionally look at and say, well, that one is out of my sphere, out of reach. When will I ever meet her? I'm a chairman of Stanchart. Impossible. But these are now people you can easily call up and say, hey, I'm faced with this challenge. What would you do if you were me? So that kind of experience is something that is well worth the time.
Oh, you couldn't have picked a better partner. Serena Mboseli is beautiful, and the atmosphere is very relaxed. The handling of all issues that may come up has been very, very smooth and with a lot of joy. I don't know where you guys get joy from. You're forever happy handling even the most complex issues. So it's been a fantastic experience. Very good.
Being in the wild. First of all, the air is so fresh. When in the middle of a mundane discussion, an elephant walks up next to you and you just have to marvel. So it's very refreshing. And it also, I think, is well chosen because it takes you out of yourself, out of the familiar, which again the sessions in class are attempting to do. So you're out of your familiar zone, both in class and out of class.
As I set up for the next chapter of my life, I think this was a very good shall we say, add-on and a good, it's a good ingredient that I'm putting into the mix. You know, they say all things work together for good, for those who love the Lord and are called according to His purpose, but all things work together for good for real, because like I couldn't have asked for a better time to do to complete this program than now, when I'm making this transition into my next act. So yeah.